Previously on the Mike Knoxxx Show.
Fans, back to your Monday, back to the Mike Knoxxx Show, back here on Unpopular View Wrestling, the show for the intelligent wrestling fans. People, thank you for joining us as you have continued to do week after week, month after month, year after year, because you are an intelligent wrestling fan. And listen, on today's show, people, let's speak intelligently as we do all the time, right, guys? I mean, let's talk the week in wrestling. Let's talk what everybody wants to talk about. Cody bitch slapping The Rock. He bitch slapped The Rock so bad, now Cody has a t-shirt slapping The Rock. Cody crybabies rejoice all over the world. Your boy is no longer a crybaby baby bitch. Also, this Wednesday, business is about to pick up, especially after my man, friend of the program, Evan Mack's podcast, that to me right now has been the best interview to come out this year. Congrats to my man, Evan Mack, on that. Like, seriously, on landing, she's not Sasha Banks no more, right? Mercedes Mone nonsense that they had been talking for a while. And, you know, him and Cody come in the ring. I mean, Seth and Cody come to the ring. We need Evan as a guest someday. We'll get him on. If the people want it, the people shall get it. How about that?
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go! At the Money Night Raw, what you getting in? Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of fact, let me give you more choices. You can call in and be the voice with the voiceless. So what you waiting on? Let's get it cracking. Let's talk wrestling, that's enough rapping. Perfect Plex Radio. Simply, we about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
And welcome, everybody. You're welcome. And thank you, guys, for tuning back in to the show. The pros, icons, ayacolas, and rock and rollers all tune in and listen to the Mike Knoxxx Show, right here on Unpopular Review Wrestling, the Mike Knoxxx Show, Perfect Plex Talk Radio, the best damn show on radio networks. You name it, we've been here, and we thank you for continuing to join us. People, listen, last week, I mean, damn, what a show. Gregory, Jeffrey, I'm sorry, you asked for it, it shall happen. Today on the program, we will be joined by Kick Rock's podcast, Mr. Evan Mack. What's going on? To you, baby. What's up, Jeffrey? Listen, you asked for it because the people ask, the people shall get. So we'll be joined by Evan Mack today on the program. Coming a little bit later than I normally do interviews, trying to get him early in the beginning of the shows, but he'll be joining us towards the end of the program. So get your comments, get your questions ready for him. But people, oh my gosh. I'll be honest with you here. I wasn't too happy or too sure what to expect from one Mercedes Mone, but damn was I impressed with AEW over the past week. I'm going to talk about it. We're going to dissect it, if you will, so to speak. Also, the final boss. That's y'all know, right? Because let's just be real here. Executive consultant, who's not here. The Z is silent, who's backstage holding me down. As well as speaking about people holding me down. Almost a goddamn decade holding me down. King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast, 301 King Von Jr. on the Twitter. Reason why this is the show the pros listen to, I'm just saying. Have you been retweeted by more than 25 to 50 superstars with, what do you call them shits now? Verifications? Then holla at your boy, okay? And I couldn't do what I do without Vaughn, to be honest with you. I couldn't do what I do without the crew at large. Damn it, that's shit I'm giving out, Barry Horowitz is here. I couldn't do what I do without you guys, the fans. Okay? So that's first and foremost. But yeah, Jeffrey, I mean, you know, I'm gonna act like I'm a bigwig. Like I got people's numbers, right? Shout out to Dice, man. That's twice already. Damn, we just started this show 5 minutes ago. Who had an argument one time in the chat, and somebody said, well, do we have somebody that can reach out to these people? And Dice said, yes. His name is Mike Knoxxx. Okay, I just don't do those kind of things. That's not my thing. Vaughn, you've been here long enough. You know the Rolodex is thick as thick as thieves, if you will. I'm gonna keep it PG today, y'all. I'm a damn lie. Fuck that, and fuck you, Dave Meltzer. There it is. We got it out the way. Okay, Saturday I went to my first indie wrestling show. Got us something with Rhino Gore, not a whore. That's what's up, Michael J. What's going on, Willie? Can we get some more goddamn TikToks, please? You are in charge of Unpop Review TikTok, and I'm talking to you live on air. We need more content, brother. You too damn funny not to put up more content. There it is. I said it in front of the world. Now you got to do it because I put you on the Johnny spot. First of all, why is it Johnny spot? Why can it be my spot, your spot, DJ's spot, Xavier's spot, Jeffrey's spot, Vaughn's ball spot, my ball spot? I just don't get it. Like they have people on speed dial. This is the 21st century now, right? Isn't everybody on speed dial? You just hit a number. You just hit a name. They all come join the show. So, but the final boss, The Rock, came back on Friday. Hollywood Rock entrance and everything. Dare I say, hey, 2KWA people, where the fuck you at? Can I get a Rock entrance, please, so I can download that shit? Because 2K ain't gonna make it. Right? Like, as great as 2K is, 2K basketball was just a piece of shit game that you're playing verse mode. Yeah, I said it. For all you people playing rec, for all you people playing park, I did it for about 10 years, Dice, right? We be fans of it. But we know that shit sucks. Okay? You're wasting money. No more of my VC. Fuck you. Pay me. Okay? And since you don't pay me, I'm going to keep what's real. But if you can change that shit, you can change hair colors, skin complexions, tattoos. Why the hell is my wrestling game still a year outdated? It makes no sense. But today, in This Week in Wrestling, we're going to talk about Sasha Banks. That's not her name. Respect the below the line budget, people. And she's a CEO. We're going to talk about the CEO, Sasha Banks, today. And the big business that was AEW. We're going to talk about the final boss. My kids made fun of me a couple weeks ago. Shout out to the Knoxxx kids. Can't wait to have them at WrestleMania so they can act like idiots. Okay? Which is funny, right? Because they act like too big of idiots. I'm going to say, did I say sit your ass down? Stop yelling. That's what I'm going to do. That's what parents do, right? Sit your ass down. What I say? Right? But they said, Dad, the final boss, you couldn't get off a Kingpin and the Amazing Spider-Man 2? I said, don't come at me because I quit that game because I couldn't beat Kingpin. Shit. I couldn't do it. You look at Vaughn backstage like, you couldn't get off a Kingpin? No, I couldn't get off a Kingpin. But the final boss, The Rock, could. And the final boss, The Rock, gonna put a whipping on Cody Crybabies around the fucking world while they bitching. So let's just go ahead and get into the show today. And I'm gonna do something different, right? One of my favorite songs growing up as a kid was, ooh, ladies first, ladies first. Queen Latifah's Ladies First. I got a chance to hang out. I got a chance to be known as Soapbox Mike on 103 The Beat in Philadelphia and hang out with Miss Mone Love. So ladies first is important to me. So let's start off with Sasha Banks, okay? I mean, damn, I keep saying that shit, right? Here it is, right here. I'm claiming it right now. Happy birthday, Queen Latifah. How about that? Dice, check me with this, right? And put this shit in the chat of the UPR. Every time someone says Sasha Banks in our group, that's $1 towards the StreamYard fund. Because that's not her name. That's her WWE name. She is now Mercedes Mone. The problem is I hope I don't have the one who have to pay the most dollars every time I say her fucking name. Okay. But all week long, I saw this on the internet. This question. Right? And shout out to the AEW crew. Shout out to Dice for filling into that crew. To show that crew, yeah, Dan, yeah, Vinny, yeah, new guy Matt, I'm calling you motherfuckers out because that's what Mike Knoxxx do. I want my whole network to be great. Dice can't be on every week, okay? He can't be making your show, validating your show, because he has a show. It's called SmackDown, where him and Vic be just killing shit, okay? Nasty Canada. I like Canada, by the way. What did I say? I couldn't read it fast enough. Was it important? Yes, it was. Okay. So, oh, hey, Mike Charmaine, happy belated birthday. Listen, we shouted you out on the Saturday show. We're going to shout you out every show because you trying to get that UPR member of the year. Jeffrey, she's trying to come for your crown, bro. She's trying to come for your crown. Okay. But all weekend long, I heard, was her debut underwhelming? It was trash. It was this. It was. I'm sorry. What was that? Remembering he who should not be named Mr. Lord Voldemort, but we call him, we all know his name, fucking name is. Vincent Kennedy McMahon had that crazy look when he looked confused. I'm sorry, what are you talking about? Was it underwhelming? She's not anymore doing photography and backstage things. What's going on? Grand Body P! 2K needs to do emergency DLCs and get the final boss. Exactly. All right. She's no longer doing photo shoots. She's no longer, I mean, I had to pick this picture, Dice. I mean, what we call it Purge Vision activated. Like, you know, I'm not the biggest aesthetically pleasing fan of Sasha Banks, right? I say that openly all the time. This picture right here, my wife might have to cosplay as Sasha Banks, as Mercedes Mone, right? Because she looks scrumbilly yumptious in this picture. She's not at courtside at the Boston Celtics game, you know, with her Mone signs on. No. She's in AEW. All Elite is Mercedes Mone. No, it wasn't underwhelming. It was fire. F-I-R-E. For those who cannot spell, who went to, well, what's worse than public school? It's just something worse. Everybody's I got a public school education. Hold on. I don't check for AEW, but I noticed how the fans went crazy for another debut when it comes to Mercedes. I smell what? Listen here, man. Let me break this down for you, okay? Because, yes, I cannot sit here as Mike Knoxxx, right? I cannot sit here and make you guys dumb because this is so for the intelligent wrestling fans. It wasn't underwhelming, but it was expected. So was CM Punk, right? It's not mine. It's Dice's. I got to say it because it's true. When you know something's going to happen, you got to say it's the worst kept secret in the entire world, right? You got to say it's the worst kept secret. Sorry, Tony, it was like all of a sudden you're going to hang out. If Tony Khan hung out with Bobby Brown, we don't know what's going to happen, okay? It's called Booger Sugar for a reason, okay? So we knew it was coming. So instead of having the crowd wait all the time, what they did when Punk came back and I wanted his ice cream bars, they started the show off with them. They had to start the show off for Mercedes Mone. And so it wasn't her fault. Should we Snoop Dogg AEW television now because Mercedes? Should we see Snoop? No, I don't know. He's a WWE guy, and I think he wants that WWE bag more than the AEW bag. So that's AEW's offering that Skechers deal. I don't know. Dennis, what's going on, my man? Mercedes was on point. Exactly. She came out with them stupid-ass sunglasses and that dope-ass robe. The crowd went crazy for Money. Okay, and let's be real. You bring Punk back in Chicago, you bring Mone back in Boston. You got to make sure the crowd, no matter what, is hyped for their hometown hero, so to speak. It ain't Tom Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady Cena. And truth be told, when he comes back next year to New England and they put us in the Ring of Fame, they're not going to boo Tom. They're not going to boo Tom. They're not going to boo Mone. But was it her fault that the first match of the night was Samoa Joe versus Wardlow? No. Well, shit, actually, it was her fault, right? Because, no, it wasn't her fault. It was, yeah, Tony, you already fucking know it was your fault, you fucking mark. It's okay. I'm a fucking mark. I thought it was a little too cocky. All I heard was me. I'll get to that in a second, right? So she comes out and boom, wasn't her fault this was the first match. Wasn't her fault the Elite took on this bum of a wrestler named Eddie Kingston and El Patron and Pac. Wasn't their fault. Listen, I'm going to say it till I die. Until I die, all I can be is Mike Knoxxx. That's all I can be. On the microphone, Eddie Kingston's pretty damn good. I didn't say great. I never hear him crack a joke. I never hear the crowd chant anything that he says. It's kind of easy to play that I'm a badass because I'm from New York It's kind of easy to play that role. New York runs that, right? It's like Dice always tell me, shit, you getting the most points today. When he goes, man, these old suckers got to be replaced. I don't give a damn. Michael Jordan and Biggie Smalls will never be replaced. Does that mean I'm right? No. That just means I'm Mike Knoxxx. Okay? So Eddie Kingston, can I do what he do in the ring? No. Have you seen Mike Knoxxx walk? I can't walk. What's going on, Todd? My knees is worse. My knees is worse than Kevin Nash after Kevin Nash had bad knees. That's how bad my knees are. All right. You know, it's click, 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 watching the click, click, boom, boom, click, boom. That's my knees. Okay. But Eddie Kingston, nah, get the fuck out of here. That was a horrible ass introduction, but it was great how they introduced Okada. But was that Mone's fault? No. Was it Mone's fault that Darby Allin yet continues to want to die inside a wrestling ring? Mercedes Mone didn't ask for that man to go kill himself against Jay White. No. Was it her fault that she said, hey, let's make Willow Nightingale versus Rio the last? As great as AEW Big Business was, Tony, why the fuck would you book this as the main event? Right? And I get it. Right? Because this is so funny to tell Jefferson fan. I promise you, I understand. Because you want to start with Mercedes, you want to end with Mercedes. And so look, you got it. Everybody knew that Willow Nightingale was the last match that Mercedes had, and she got hurt. And I give her credit, yo. That this was injury was said to be, in all seriousness, if I could be serious for a moment, was career ending. And she's back. Okay? So you had to end with her, right? But as Dice said, it started off all heartwarming, and I'm happy to be here. I have the fake tears in my eyes, and I'm here. And thank you, Eddie. Without Eddie Guerrero showing me that anything is possible, that I can do this, I am willing to be all that you people need me to be. I can be that. It doesn't matter that Willow Nightingale is here, and everybody knows that's who I got to go with first, and Julie Hart and Sky Blue. Forget them. Soraya who? I'm just saying, right? We want to get mad at Vince McMahon. We want to cancel Vince McMahon. No one canceled Elijah Woods. No one canceled Soraya. I got a whole tape of that shit. You want it? DM me. What they say? DM me. I still got the video. Oh, don't get it twisted. They didn't use no contraceptives. That shit was nasty. But y'all still want to go for her? Then we got Toni Storm. All these girls have to wrestle every single week. You know who don't have to wrestle every single week? Big Business Mone. Okay? I said it in my talk tick. I'm going to say it again right here live on air. She should be proclaimed. Now, she says she is the self-proclaimed greatest women's wrestler of all time. But we all know how Mike Knoxxx feels when someone says some dumbass shit like that. Because we all know what I think.
Charlotte Flair is the greatest women's wrestler of all time.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Because I think people think that it's about why. Let me just say this. I don't know if I say this enough. Charlotte Flair is not my favorite female wrestler. Not even close. There's in between being the greatest and being your favorite. I say it all the time. Comment below. Let me know. Make sure you follow us on Unpopular Review, Wrestling Entertainment on YouTube. Listen, at this point in the show, please like, follow, and subscribe to the program. Hit the subscribe buttons every time we go live. You know when I'm going live. And my followers been going up. I'm trying to get to 1,000, y'all. So I'm trying to get to. I'm not asking for a lot. Just 1K. I've been doing this shit too long, and I finally started to understand it. But my algorithm's all fucked up. Okay? So I refuse to start over. So I'm going to fix it from here on out. So help me fix it, right? So, but she should feel that way. She said in the Stone Cold Steve Austin interview, Vince McMahon eats steak. Why shouldn't I eat steak? Right? Now they're saying she is, okay. All right, because I can't give her all too many roses because she got enough. This shit is still better than this shit. Okay, Daniel Garcia ain't got nothing on Mercedes Mone spending money. My only problem is damn, she did this shit for like 5 minutes, and I ain't have enough ones to continue to support her for up here down there stripping. Okay, that was the only problem with her. And to say this, Dice, you're right. It was a me promo. So what? I me all the time. Charlotte Flair me's her all the time. You say the same thing. Any greats, even LeBron James punk it. Shit, that ain't true. Because you know who never said they're the greatest of all time? The one motherfucker y'all refuse to say he's the greatest of all time. Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He doesn't say he's the greatest. LeBron does, and that's why LeBron's not the greatest, okay? So we're going to say that right there. I'm going to move on. Just like the Dallas Cowboys, they suck too. You think because you think Dakota Prescott's contract, you're still, no, you're trying to run that man out of town, okay? But Mercedes Mone is money, people. 1,000 raw, uncut to the gut money. Why shouldn't it be about me? That's my point, Dennis, right? She should be an attraction like Roman Reigns, like Brock Lesnar, as far as I'm concerned, because she did mention that she has unfinished business in the WWE. She said that on my man Kick Rock's podcast. Evan Mack will be joining us later in the program. Okay. I think AEW is going to drop the ball with Mercedes Mone. Listen, Carrie, I have nothing to say you're wrong. Okay. This is why I hope they treat her as an attraction. What's going on, cool? This is why I don't think she should be out there every single week. Like this week, she's been advertised as you will hear from her, right? They should keep her. No one can be kept like one of the greatest of all time. Again, he don't have to be your favorite, but he better be in your top 10. Okay, Mr. Borden, Sting. No one can be kept like that where they don't see him. They're just there. World is different. But Mercedes Mone should not be wrestling every week. Should not wrestle every single pay-per-view. She is. I have not felt this way for AEW since CM Punk was there. And since CM Punk left. With Will Ospreay. With Okada, who I do think was the best move was to go to AEW, was Okada. I disagree with Ospreay, but time will tell. Monet, I disagree with her. But if the rumors are true, hashtag Death to Dirt Sheets, they gave her $10 million? Who the fuck am I to say don't take 10 mil? Okay? So if that's the true number that I read this past weekend, which is stupid, hey, get your money. And that's why she's Mercedes Moné. So as far as I'm concerned, say what you want to say, write it down, take a picture. I don't give a fuck. AEW is back. The question is, can they maintain it? That's the question. Like Kerry Franklin just said, I'm afraid they can't maintain. They're going to ruin her. They have ruined everybody. And I'm being honest here. I think they have ruined pretty much their entire female roster. Every time somebody comes, at one point, they had the best roster in the female business, and now NXT is taking it all over. I agree. Keep her relevant by big matches and pay-per-view. You have to, Jeffrey. You have to. She is paid like a top star. Do definitely use her sporadically, occasionally in the ring. You have to. Sparingly, I'm sorry. Would be stupid not to take the bag. You would have to be, right? So if WB came in, I give you $3 million. 3 verse 10, right? Didn't the great Dave Chappelle say there's some monies? We said what's in between 25 million and 27 million? $2 million. Okay, it's not that difficult. So what we're gonna do right now, y'all? We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come right back. We're gonna talk the SmackDown recap. Make sure you comment below and let me know what you think about Mercedes Moné, because I think personally she is 100% everything that's advertised. I think she should get everything she deserves coming to her. Like honestly, I try, and I do sometimes, guy. My heart is WWE, right? I can't take it from them, but I will borrow it from them. Head coffee pourer for the WWE. I'm not that necessarily my heart was broken, but that's all I've really watched all these years. So I'm my eyes are trained to like a certain kind of thing, right? No matter how many times my friend sends me ass pictures and twerk pictures, them shits be amazing. But when they got a busted ass face looking like mama from Dinosaur, it's only but so much I can watch, okay? I'm a face man. And Sasha Banks, oh shit, I'm gonna owe the most money in that group, I'm telling you. Mercedes Moné is money. Point blank simple. We'll be right back, y'all. Unpopular Review, the Mike Knoxxx Show.
We had Maxine Dupree in the ring, and we had a spot that social media is just a buzz about. Like, this is the most people talking about Maxine Dupree and Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae interrupts Maxine when she's doing her reverse worm finishing move and gets in her face and then starts shouting at her that she sucks. This is why nobody likes her. None of the women in the back like her. And then something about it's a good thing her brother's dead because he'd be ashamed of her too. Do you think that this booking went too far?
No, I think Christian Cage might have some things to say about that. I mean, what she said something about the person's brother. I think Paige said something about Charlotte's brother one time. Like, it happens. These things happen storyline. They just had this thing where, like, how many years ago CM Punk came out there when Paul Bearer just died, like, the night before or something like that. It made a mockery to Earn. Like, let it go, you know? The brother they're talking about is Max Dupree anyway. Didn't he die?
That's a good one.
Oh,
You're muted.
Yeah, I see that now. After I heard you come on, I'm like, what is that sound? What is that noise? Oh, I get it. It's me not being heard. But look at that. The CEO, how could you not like this entrance from this lady? She did her thing. She came through. Look at the crowd went crazy. It was about me. And that's all I can say. You know what I mean? The crowd let her do it. They let her do it. She is the CEO. The worst thing about last Wednesday, truth be told, is the song. The song and the dancing over and over was annoying. Was just flat out, I can do without it. That's all. Shout out to him who should not be named because he's not getting any more points. You know, say it's a sound. It's like a ripoff of Whoop That Trick. If you kind of listen to it, I went back and heard it. Whoop that trick, CEO. It does have the same cadence, if you will. But she deserves all the props she can get. And I want to give it all to her. It is National Women's Month, so I definitely want to start off with Mercedes Mone. But now we get the SmackDown. We get to talk about the most electrifying man in all of entertainment. The final boss, The Rock. I know you all seen SmackDown. You saw the smoke. You saw the electricity. You saw this man bring back Sing Along with The Rock. And look at that crowd. Like, I get confused. Confucius say, R.V. Gold, 1 second you're booing the man, die, Rocky, die. And the next time this man got real goosebumps, which, by the way, I wanted to let you know that because I just did it. By smacking my arm like that. The goosebumps automatically come. But I'm not saying he doesn't get goosebumps from it because I'm quite sure he's been away for a while. These guys thrive on the attention of the audience and the crowd. So I definitely know that's to be real and to be a thing. That's for sure. So props to the final boss, The Rock, coming out in Memphis. I'm home. We know that's going to happen. And he sits here. The Rock Raiders are marking out. Hey, in our chat, the question was like, so shout out to Steven from Unpopular Review Shorts and Predictions. Was this, he thought that was the funniest Rock promo of all time. I wouldn't go that far, but I thought it was pretty good. I know a lot of people, and again, I said this last week, it feels like to me, the Hollywood theme transition was smooth. It feels like to me, fans of The Rock love it, and the new people who want Cody don't like it. I feel like it's an age gap there. Sort of like Music Today. Like, I think Music Today is ass, right? That's just my opinion. I think it's just garbage. But shit, when I was a kid, my mom thought rap music sucked too, right? So it's in all fairness to the audience, I can't do that. But he brought out Memphis' best. He's out here. The worst part, if you could say that, about The Rock's sing-along was that he was reading off of a monitor, right? And I'm okay with that. If you want to make fun of that, so what? Shit, truth be told, I wish I had a teleprompter in front of me half the damn time, okay? That's what news people do, okay? They read off a teleprompter so you don't fuck up. You don't mess up any words. You want to get your facts straight. So get your facts straight before you make fun of the great one, the final boss, The Rock, okay? He even says, hey, don't make me smack you with my fanny pack, right? My producers let me know why he said that line. He was on Ellen DeGeneres, right? And they were making fun of him about the fanny pack, right? So he used that in his rhymes. He even said a line about John Morant, right? And said, sorry, John, we love you, right? He even makes fun of these idiots, okay? First of all, as you look at this picture, her moniker is the man Becky Lynch. She looks more like a man in this picture than Seth Rollins. I'm just saying, please don't come after me. The picture speaks for itself. If you saw this picture, you would think, all right, Jason Michael Campbell. Honestly, I found The Rock funny in years, but I guess that's the adult part of me. And he as a heel, I love it now. I watched that Amazon Prime Ricky Skininski movie with John Cena. And I realized I like crude comedy, right? Like, comedy is subjective. What I find funny, you may not find funny. Now, I think when it comes to music, it's a little bit different. I think you're taught to, he's in his 50s, let the old man read and cook. I think when it comes to music, I'm going to say this, because if you don't have one, that's not my fault. I have one, okay? I have a degree, okay, in studio production. Okay, you can write a bad song if it don't make sense. If the beats don't align, it don't make sense. It don't make dollars. But in today's world, it doesn't have to make sense. It just has to make dollars. And y'all have trap music and y'all have pole music and have all the other shit that don't make sense. As long as the beat go, y'all go with it. Okay. But in my time, in my day, and what they teach you, it's supposed to go together. Right. So when you look at this, you just go, hey, whatever, Rock. It was funny. Then you got Cody Crybabies. All in the backstage. And why do you have Cody Crybabies? I'll tell you why you have Cody Crybabies. Because that man, Cody Rhodes, was sitting back here and he was crying. All emotional Cody Rhodes on Raw vowed to bring home the title of the Undisputed World title to his mama at WrestleMania. And Rock says, you little bitch, I'm going to pull out this belt, Mama Rhodes. And I'm going to beat your son's ass with this belt because, frankly, you didn't beat his ass when he was a kid. So I'm going to beat him. Dusty didn't beat him. I'm going to beat him. Because his punk ass is really get beat because he on here crying. Let me get that back to my mommy. I didn't say that. I did. Actually, I just said that. But The Rock said it first. Okay? Your final boss said it. But also on SmackDown. Let's go back to the final boss. Okay? Like, what was there not to like about The Rock's promo? Seriously. He sat back. He controlled it. It was funny. We've been waiting for Hollywood Rock since Rock came back. We've been waiting on it. That's all we've been waiting on. We've been speculating. What Rock do we have? WWE told us what Rock it is. It's Hollywood Rock, the final boss. I am your boss. I will take your belt and make it disappear. I will whoop your candy ass in front of your crybaby bitch ass fans if you don't have nothing to do but sit there and like it. Okay, look at that smile. How can you not like Dwayne? What is that not to like about Dwayne? Okay, because I pulled it out, Dice. I pulled it out. The belt buckle, y'all, is coming to WrestleMania. The Rock can wear big belt buckles. So can Mike Knoxxx. I've had this belt buckle. It's entitled 2006 World Wrestling Entertainment, all rights reserved. What do you mean? I bought the motherfucker. It's mine. And I'm going to wear it wherever I want to go. There you go. Just make sure you put it upside down like the Miz. Right? That's Mike Knoxxx right there. Right there. The belt buckle's coming to WrestleMania, Vaughn. Don't make fun of me. Everywhere I go, you're going to see a big-ass belt buckle. Okay? It's what it is. But Dwayne can low-key sing. Yeah. But the whispers, you're welcome, was cherry on the top. You're welcome. You're welcome. That was. How can you not like Dwayne The Rock Johnson? But before I get into SmackDown, do a little bit of Raw, okay? Then get back to SmackDown, if you will. I'm all over the place a little bit today, but that's okay. Before I actually get into that, make sure you guys, I don't know if you saw this from Triple H that fell this week, coming to the Peacock, Bray Wyatt becoming immortal, okay? Because I saw some things online that said Bray Wyatt's not memorable. I will be fair to say that his matches always end in the best way. No, they didn't. But the lead up to them was always great to me. With Orton, everybody knows it's one of my favorite Orton moments when he burns down the compound in the house with Sister Abigail inside the house. The last thing when he did the fun house with Jonathan Horatio Rodriguez, Tom Brady Sr., and all you fans thought it was shit from the very beginning. I loved it from watching it from the onset of it, going through all the things that was Johnson and tearing him down piece by piece by piece. The match with him and Orton, I get the match WrestleMania didn't end up to it, but the storyline of that was great. Him and Daniel Bryan making them come over and all. His storylines were always on point. What he did with Alexa Bliss, always on point. Make sure you guys check that out. But on Raw, the general manager started off and said, hey, look at that. There's some big things coming. I kept saying, if I don't get certain things at WrestleMania, I'm going to be really, really mad. Well, World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, it is, looked to prove the Drew McIntyre and a war of words, calling him, saying he's worse than CM Punk. As he's talking, he turns his back on him. You got Seth freaking Rollins in the crowd just going, well, the crowd does what Seth Rollins does all the time because it's Seth Rollins and the crowd like to do a certain thing that as long as Seth Rollins is around, they're never going to stop doing it. And that's just singing Seth Rollins' theme song. It's just what they do. If he starts to talk, they start to sing. I'm just saying, the whole time people try to talk, Seth Rollins, people are just screaming out there. So, but then I gotta say this because I ripped her last week, okay, and Liv Morgan. I did. I ripped her. I don't see why she should be a part of this, and they ended that, by the way. But let me just say this. This was the best match I had ever seen Liv Morgan in. My baby girl and I sat here, she watched it and talked about it as well. Listen. Shout out to Liv Morgan for this match. I thought it was very good. But moments after that match and her win against Liv Morgan, the man came face to face with their Eradicator, Rhea Thickly, as they're getting for their WrestleMania match. It is now even more official than it was before. But is it? Because, Big Tuss with all that backstage told Becky Lynch what it was about. Okay, Nia Jackson's not out of this shit. I don't think and I don't hope. Maybe they make this a fatal four-way match. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking outside the box. Because, if you want to be a lesbian, you got to eat a box. So my mom said if you want to be a lesbian, you got to eat the carpet. But that was Cartman's mama, not my mama. So I agree. Liv was bringing it, yo. It was an amazing match. I got to be honest with you. But then these two jabronis, right? Look at them. They look like idiots. Okay. Why look like idiots? I don't know. They're just doing this picture. Look like two doofuses. All right. I'm saying it right now. You know why? Because they ain't hired me. That's what they're doofuses. All right. Hire Mike Knoxxx. Make the show numbers go up. Right. But we get a ladder match at WrestleMania, a six-pack challenge ladder match. First of all, I'm going to just say this. If you don't have the Street Profits in this, it's going to be ass. They deserve better than this. And my condolences as one who lost his mother going on 15 years now to Angelo Dawkins, whose mother recently passed away. Okay, my thoughts and prayers to him and hope he has can find some strength in that. And I can say this in the words of that he should not be named for being in prison for doing all kinds of things he shouldn't do. I still wake up late at night crying tears about my mother. It's a pain you will never get over. So I hope everybody can send some goodwill towards Angelo Dawkins his way. But they ordered a six-pack challenge. And I'll tell you one thing, the Judgment Day did not like it. When was the last time we heard a ladder match? That's my point. I needed to go one. And since I'm going, shit. When it's better when Mike Knoxxx is in the building. So, but they did not like it. This is my annual, like I told you guys last week, I will have a every week Finn Balor segment. Somebody tag Shay up in this, Captain Shay. Here you go. Seth freaking Rollins, no. Live forever, no. But my man Finn Balor, the real Bullet Club out there, the Judgment Day segment. But R-Truth took on Damian Priest. Well, come on, we knew who was going to win that match. And then the second most over wrestler in the business, in all of wrestling right now, to be honest with you, right? Because Mercedes Mone is going to turn heel, y'all. I want y'all to know that. I think I need y'all to understand that she's going to turn heel, okay, she's gonna turn on Willow Nightingale. That's gonna happen. She can't be a face and talk all that me shit. That's not gonna happen. But right here, Jey Uso comes out. Yeet. Nah, fuck all that. Issued a challenge. Said, yo, let's do this at WrestleMania. I want to do this. I want to do this. I'm ready for you. I'm the Oscar award winning. Well, that's not true. He didn't win it. I'm the Oscar nominated winning. That's not true because Jimmy Uso, the real Uso, the best Uso, did win an Emmy award. I said it. Come at me online. But I digress till we get to SmackDown. Okay. But my man, Sami Zayn, ran the gauntlet. Beat one on Nakamura. Beat my man. Yes, I'm going to say it again because I don't give a shit what y'all say. Because y'all all just want to hold things into your heart. Y'all want to make fun of me for still liking Michael Jordan. That's the GOAT. You just want to make fun of me for saying that the Notorious B.I.G. is still the GOAT. Guess what? Big Van Vader ain't no better than Bronson Royal. Big and Bronson Reed, I'm sorry. I said it. All right? Show me a Big Van Vader match that stood the test of time. Ruler? Okay, yeah, okay. I didn't think so. Okay. I get he was a great figure. I'm not knocking that. I'm not trying to come at none of his legacy. I'm sticking up for my man Bronson Reed, who gets no respect from you motherfuckers. Okay. So, but Sammy beats him, and then Sammy has a great match against my man Gabe. And just phenomenal. He runs the table. Then we get crybaby ass Cody, which here's the thing. For those who don't like The Rock all of a sudden, I used to love Cody Rhodes. Oh my God, I used to love me some Cody Rhodes. But how many times can he cry on TV? Corey Matthews versus Fifth. Shit. Okay, there you go. Okay. But he cries. Some big meaty men slapping meat. All right. But Cody Rhodes, yeah, you should have paused that shit. Okay. But Cody Rhodes cries and he says, I'm going to get you the title, mommy. I'm going to give it to you because I can't give it to my dad. The American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. But my mama deserve it. So I'm going to give it to her. And you wonder why he got made fun of on Rock. I'm going to point to the sign too because my prediction show ended until the week before Mania, that April 1st on my son's birthday. But I'm going to say it right now. Cody Rhodes ain't winning at WrestleMania. I'm just saying, Cody Rhodes is not winning at WrestleMania. Okay? So I'm going to take a break, y'all. We're going to come right back. You guys, the Weekend Wrestling. And then we got Evan Mack coming up shortly as well, guys. We'll be right back, y'all. That's all I got to say.
I want you to fire me, you fucking Mark!
It's that simple.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
Hello there, everyone. Of course, this is King Von Jr., the Victorious Ones podcast, and Perfect Plex Talk Radio, here to give you the Week in Wrestling History. Of course, this past weekend was a great happy 316 day on Saturday. And of course, on March 17th, 2002, of course, on that day, WrestleMania 18 took place in front of 68,237 fans at the Sky Dome in Toronto, Ontario. And so, of course, the main event saw Triple H defeat Chris Jericho for the Undisputed Championship. However, the main attraction, the real main event, the big spectacle, is actually between The Rock and Hollywood Hogan. Of course, The Rock won that match. Surprisingly, fans were actually cheering for Hogan that night, whatever. But yeah, it still seems one of the greatest WrestleMania matches of all time. March 18th, 2002, the night after that, we saw the debut of Brock Lesnar. And so of course, as far as March 20th, 1994, 30 years ago, WrestleMania 10 took place in Madison Square Garden from 19,444 fans. And of course, that night we saw the opening match, brother versus brother, Bret versus Owen, and of course that's where Owen got upset. And that same night we saw the iconic ladder match between Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon, as Razor became the undisputed Intercontinental Champion. Later that night, Bret Hart won the WWF Championship by defeating Yokozuna. March 21st, 2021, Fastlane took place at the Thunderdome in Florida. And of course, no titles changed hands as Roman Reigns successfully defended the Universal Championship against Daniel Bryan, who would later become Bryan Danielson. March 22nd, 1999, one of the most iconic moments of the Attitude Era was, of course, Monday Night Raw when Stone Cold sprayed the corporation with the beer, with the Coors Light beer truck, known as the beer bag. Of course, as far as birthdays, March 17th, Samoa Joe turned 45, Test Whip turned 49. On March 18th, Rick Martel, the model Martel, turned 68. March 19th, AJ Lee turns 37. March 20th, Sting turns 65. March 21st, Chris Candido turns 52. And March 22nd, Viano 5 turns 62. That's your week in wrestling history. Mike Knoxxx, back to you.
Yo, it's crime time. EST. Soul Man, Rocky Johnson. It's the Honky Tonk Man, NWO. Can you smell what The Rock is cooking? UPR and Around the Blocks give to you This Week in Wrestling History with King Von.
And we are back. Just typed in on my man Evan Mack. He'll be joining us very soon. So go ahead and go through this week in wrestling as we can. Again, guys, at this point, please make sure you follow, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know your thoughts. Shout out to my man Dice Man backstage holding us down, even though he is not feeling very, very well this week. So this is that segment of the program, which I tell y'all every single week doesn't matter anyway. I'm going to
lose it, bite my tongue for no one. I put you on blast. So all the news channels, y'all can kiss my ass. Other YouTuber, Google me, turn it up and play it. Cause many people think it, I just had the balls to say it.
And that's the truth, right? So I'm gonna say it, fuck Eddie Kingston, he can't wrestle. There it is. Imagine if Cody loses at Mania after all that. I would do the two-step like my name is JBL. Well, you might just start two-step like your name is Neon Sanders, okay? Because I'm putting money on it. Well, I ain't gonna put money on it. That's stupid. But I think he's gonna lose. Okay. Okay, so what happened to our pictures? Okay, there it is. So, but on SmackDown, my man, the real mega star, Logan Paul, let y'all know that he's still the real mega star. Not that guy who wants to be the mega. Is in a tangled web we weave as Randy Orton took on Grayson Waller and defeated Grayson Waller. You see right here after the match, a lot of extra activity. They just keep doing my man Austin Theory just so wrong. That's his fault for saying A-Town down. Negro, you ain't a Negro. You can't say A-Town down. That ain't your thing to say. But he got RKO'd, and it wasn't out of nowhere. Everybody saw it coming. But now we get at WrestleMania a triple threat match. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton versus Logan Paul. Let's talk about that also in the weeks to come. And you see right there the commissioner right now tells them that match is going to happen. Logan Paul's like, no. Logan Paul's going in full time on this, y'all. So I think we should give him a little credit for this, of giving up everything he is to go ahead and do this full time. I know a lot of wrestling fans out there want to tell him all the time because they don't think he has it in him. But I think Logan Paul is 100% ready to do this business.
Just bring it, bitch!
And that's just really how I think he feels, 100%. I don't think he has any quarrels in the world about doing it. I think he does a very phenomenal job at doing it. I mean, why not him, right? I mean, the greatest of all time, for me, my favorite anyway, versus my second favorite of all time, they fought all the time. They did all kind of crazy shit.
Have the insights to do it!
I do that every single time for Jack. Sorry, bad guy Jack. That's my second favorite wrestler. It's 1-1-8 for me, but it's still always going to be funny to me that he got kicked out that damn wheelchair like that. So ain't that just it's Monday, right? They say, ain't that a kick in the head? And yeah, literally a kick in the head. And then we get, speaking of the aforementioned wannabe megastar, AJ Styles showed that, first of all, AJ Styles is in shape right now, y'all. Did y'all see that man's arms? Look at that man's pythons, if you will. And can we just say shout out to just forget every male on the screen right now. Okay, can we just admire the green dress? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna admire that green dress. But that gets the match set up at WrestleMania, and then Jimmy Uso, no yeet, answers the bell. He said, don't forget, little brother, before you became main event, before you came the right-hand man, you was my little brother. Big Savage, you was my little brother. So if this is what you want, this is what you get. I told y'all, we gonna get blood versus blood at WrestleMania. I couldn't get the tribal chief versus the final boss. But we got Uso versus Uso. We knew it was coming since the Royal Rumble. It was made official on SmackDown. As on Raw, the challenge was sent out from Jay. Jimmy accepts. I'm actually mad that Rock and Roman tag team versus Seth and Cody is the main event of night one. Because I truly believe in my heart they could have main evented night one. I do. If any wrestling fan said there was no chemistry between them at the Royal Rumble, why they... Every Monday at 6 o'clock for the last 3 years, we called blood versus blood first. Listen, you're an idiot if you don't think that this sells, okay? This completely sells right here. I'm more hyped for this match than I am for the tag team match. I'm not lying, because I'm going to be screaming not yeet the entire... And I like Jey Uso. I like Jey Uso a lot, but when it comes to wrestling, you got to pick, right? Whose side you're on and whose side you're picking. Okay, Evan Mack to join us in 5 minutes. Just got that text from him as well. You got to pick who you're going to go with, right? And so I'm taking Jimmy. I'm taking the Emmy Award winning, not the Oscar nominating Uso. So I'm going to say about that. So tribal combat, though, was the question. Can we get tribal combat? First of all, let me say shout out to my wife, because she's the bad shut your mouth. And shout out, if y'all have not seen it, I don't know why y'all haven't seen it. If you watching BMF, all right, the Black Mafia family, you got to check into the husband and wife review show, because we talk about it live on camera all the time. And in the words of Tony Danza,
and it's just, I hate to say it, it's just a lot of fun to play.
Okay, so you got to check that out. But also, as I'm giving my beautiful wife a shout out, I want to give a shout out to Dice Man, because this man found the program and was tired of like you boring ass people. Again, I'm coming at my own network and I'm coming at other people who don't take the time to invest in your craft. And every time I make a picture, I compare that shit to go, well, DJ like this, right? That's weird, right? I'm like, is he gonna like this? Is he gonna tell me that my color scheme is ass? Because y'all watch me, y'all be here. It's gonna be red and black and blue for the rest of my life. Those are my colors: Chicago Bulls, Chicago Cubs, right? But when I made this Mania picture a couple weeks ago, it could have been upgraded a little bit better. So the day I did that, I don't know if you think, almost shit, fuck it. Bring my chair back and sit. Come on, got my pajamas on. I work from home, so don't judge me. Listen, I put work into that damn picture right there, bro. All right, see the background. You see how I faded it in? I'm gonna move on. Blood versus blood, yo. Give me night one. No, it doesn't have to be night one, right? It more than likely will be night one, right? It might actually lead off WrestleMania, to be honest with you, which I personally, it can happen because they don't have pyro, right? And it don't get dark in Philadelphia until like 8:30, right? Some shit like that. So that, first and foremost, that's gonna suck. And I'm gonna say this, right? I'm 50 Cent right now, right? My man Rainey, I didn't even know that Ghost was getting canceled, so y'all saw was getting canceled by the trailer. And 50 Cent said, "Cause your punk ass don't answer your phone." All right, so I'm gonna come at Dice right now, and if he comes on, I'm gonna mute his ass. Okay, I'm not going to WrestleMania because it's gonna be cold. Part of me can't blame him for that, but you live there. I'm gonna be cold as shit. I'm coming from 78 degrees. It was 88 degrees in Florida yesterday. It's gonna be 40 degrees in Philadelphia. Okay, at nighttime. I can't miss this. I gotta see Uso versus Uso. I gotta see the return of the great one, The Rock. I gotta see Roman Reigns set the Cody crybabies up, and Cody Rhodes, I love you, baby boy, but I'm sorry. It just wasn't your time. You are not the Shermanator. It wasn't your time. Okay? Which they shouldn't have had you win the Royal Rumble. So technically, it's not all your fault. But back to SmackDown. The Kabuki Warriors come out because King Coda. Oh my God. I've never been into like Asian women. Okay. But if this don't get your loins a little excited, do you have intertesticular fortitude? That's all I want to know, right? Like when you see, look at that. This is what I call we call on the Xbox per Vision 101. Look at the cameraman. I think the WWE cameraman got text messages from the AEW crew and said, y'all ain't doing y'all shit right. Right? The one thing AEW does better than WWE, the camera crew. Okay? Dakota is cute for sure. Yeah. I'm thinking Dakota over y'all Liv Morgan. I say that. I sure did. Come at Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's. Don't believe me. Ask that whore that you dated. Okay. It never gets old, Dice. I don't care what you say. Okay. No spot face. I'm not changing it, but I will do facts. FAXXX. That's my new thing. So Dan the man who runs AEW, get in where you fit in, bruh, before we start having some straight up out of this world NWO shit on your damn channel. We will invade that motherfucker. Okay, don't catch me up on a Wednesday night, because the Wednesday before the pay-per-view or before WrestleMania, I'm off. That Thursday, Dice. If AEW have a shitty show, I'm coming on air, and they can't stop me. Okay, I'm buying up airspace. But Dakota Kai and hey, we want some Bailey. I can't say it loud, y'all, because I got my kids in trouble. Have my kids walking around here doing the Luke chant. My wife got all mad at me. So the kids be repeating what I say and shit. But ends in a no contest, right? Because they came out and tried to kick her ass, and then Naomi, right? Here's my thing about this segment. They just had nothing else to do, right? They had nothing else to do. They said, Naomi, everybody got mad because you didn't have an intro. Naomi, everybody got mad because you lost the matches. I want somebody to tell me, how do you show up for WrestleMania when you've been gone for 2 years? You did the company wrong, right? Because you took your belt and went home. You quit. They fired you. However the story should be told. Yeah, we love some Pamela Martinez. And you're supposed to come back and be what? That close to WrestleMania. They're not doing her wrong. Now I feel like they force-feeding her to me, right? Because she doesn't belong in this, right? But again, we have to still ask that question. We have nothing for Bianca Belair right now, right? We have nothing for allegedly Jay Carter. And I saw another thing today as we speaking on Women's Month real fast. And I didn't bring that picture on the show. And I know Vaughn shared it and some other people shared it. It said a year from now, who's more over, Jay Cargill or Mercedes Mone? First of all, that's a loaded fucking question, because one company's automatically bigger than the other company. Okay, so let's just say one thing for sure. Well, I'm gonna say it. I can't say we. I don't think Jay Cargill, as great as I think she has, the ceiling is high on her, will ever be able to wrestle inside that square circle like Sasha. I didn't say it all the way, so it doesn't count. Mercedes Mone. Just my opinion. Will she be a bigger star? Yeah. She has the possibility of being one, but why are we going to have this black on black, woman on woman crime? Can't black magic just be great black magic? Black girl magic? Like, come on. You know what I'm saying? Why we got to have Prince versus Michael Jackson? Can't they both just be great? Prayer for Oscar. What happened with Oscar? Did I miss something? Oscar got hurt or something? Oh, it's about that shot right there that Pamela gave her. Okay. But, you know, I just don't get it. That was a great segment to me. It was great to see them do that and have her come out there. But what's next for Miss Filet Mignon? She's on the show with her husband, right? Because to me, through LA Knight segment with her leg, okay. With The Rock's segment, Sing Along with The Rock, I thought was great. And The Rock, I saw another post, because wrestling fans are just assholes, right? The Rock has worked more shows going into WrestleMania than Roman Reigns has worked. Roman's worked 5, Rock's worked 6. Like, but y'all just said he was a part-timer. That's what y'all said, right? Y'all don't like The Rock because y'all said he was a part-timer. So, okay, all I know is, I'm sorry, guys, getting a text message right now. So he's about to check in a moment. All I know is The Rock, to me, as great as it was, it just wasn't better for me than this. I'm sorry. This right here, to me, I get made all the time about, oh, your hashtag wrestling is storyline. You motherfucking right it is. Okay? It don't matter what you say. Wrestling is storyline. And I will fight anybody to the tooth for that. This is the best storyline that came out this past week in wrestling. Not Cody crying and giving a belt to his mama. These brothers, and I saw a thing that's, again, the bread comes like, he's on down the road, right? Who does these things? They say every 15 years, the WWE does this at a WrestleMania, right? But I have to call bullshit because the Hardys, unless I'm wrong, but I'm going to call bullshit to my Mania knowledge. I may not remember every match on Raw or SmackDown. The Hardys didn't face each other at WrestleMania. The Hardys have never faced each other at a WWE even pay-per-view, right? We had Owen and Bret in WrestleMania 10. We all know how that turned out, right? That's what made that story so great because Owen beat Bret and then Bret wins the title. Owen comes out at the end of WrestleMania mad. This is the only second brother-to-brother pay-per-view match we got at a WrestleMania, okay, is these two gentlemen right here. So as far as I'm concerned, this is the best thing of the WWE week. And Mercedes Mone was the best thing that happened in AEW, obviously. When they say it was underwhelming, I go, you're crazy. You're crazy. There was nothing underwhelming about this woman coming out. Okay, I'm sorry. Certain times I will hate a wrestling crowd for not doing their due diligence or going too far and putting things over for no reason. But we all know one thing in wrestling. When a beloved character is gone for a while and they come back, they automatically get that rub. So to sit there and say, was it underwhelming? How could it be? We haven't seen her in a major. Don't give me the bullshit you saw her in New Japan and in Stardom and all that shit. That don't count, y'all. Anybody waking the fuck up at no 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay, and if you see it online, it's not the same. I don't care what nobody say. If you were not at the first Raw after Mania at WrestleMania 28 in Miami, it's not the same. If you wasn't at the next one that was WrestleMania 29 in New York, it wasn't the same. As the other ones are. As they continue to try to make them better, they're not. They will never be better than them first two that happened. But enough of me talking. Do me a favor, guys, as we do around here, because this is the show the pros listen to. And damn it, Jeffrey! You asked for it. I delivered. But damn it, I'm not going to give myself 2 belts of a Barry Hartwitz on my back right here because, damn it, he had to say yes. He could have said no. He tried to cancel. I said, brother, my audience needs you. He said, I want to pull up. I said, well, pull the fuck up on then. So, people, stand on your feet for the bumps now. Fuck that. Kickbox Podcast on Evan motherfucking Mack to the Mike Knoxxx Show. What's going on, Evan? How you doing, brother?
I'm well, brother. That's the greatest introduction of all time. How you doing, my brother?
I'm doing just fine, man. Thank you for joining me from the car. So you got called in to go do big things and get that money rolling. So I appreciate you checking in for sure. Little small story. I don't know if you know, right? But I had a chance to meet you back in Texas.
Right.
I was really drunk.
Oh, you was fading?
No, I was. Well, listen, you don't remember what I said, do you? So I'm going to tell you what I said. Because I told my friends, I said, yeah, man. And I told you I knew who you was, but I couldn't put the face together, right? And I said, yeah, man, there's this guy that I was told took my spot in WWE. His name is Evan. And you was like, yeah, let's take a picture. and I got to my seat. And I was like, oh, shit, that was him. And you never, ever noticed that at all, man. But how you doing together today, man? How you doing today?
I'm well, brother, man. Just appreciate you having me, taking the time. You know what I mean? Just listen, man. Every day above ground is a good day, brother. So I'm happy to be here.
I appreciate that. So the success to me, again, I'm not one for doing interviews. That's just not my thing anymore. I've been at this thing for a long time. I mentioned how great I thought your interview was with Mercedes Mone. I think it's the best interview I've seen this entire year as far as having a star on. And for me, in my opinion, to just be enough to be able to text you and you respond. And I had to give you props. And then as I put that on there, my fan base was like, man, y'all two together be great on the show. So I said, well, shit, let me go and see.
Let's go.
Let's do it. So make sure you guys comment below. Let us know your thoughts, get your questions in. We don't have much long before you. We never go over, but when you got, great royalty on the show, we go over. Okay. So listen. So First of all, let me just ask you a simple question you probably been asked before. How the hell did you get started in this thing? You know what I mean? Like, I looked up, I don't know you from a can of beans, former protege who I believe I put on, Mr. Waters, starts producing for you, and I see you on the bump. You got the Spotify podcast going on. How did it all come together?
Yeah, it's interesting, bro. Like when you're in LA and you're trying to do the LA thing, you know what I mean? And it's you go for one thing, and I'm, acting and film and television. That's like my favorite thing in the world. But when you're sitting around and you're not doing anything, or you're not getting any casting calls or anything like that, I don't like to sit around, So I started trying to figure out an alternative. So I went back to school, you know what I mean? And try to study like broadcast journalism and try to get into journalism and kind of be like a proper professional and figure out how to formulate and write and create. So while in the meantime I was doing that, AfterBuzz TV Studios was the studios in Burbank, California that were given host opportunity to sit down and do different shows and kind of
Jason Lee and all them were part of that as well.
Yeah. So while I'm trying to hone my craft and go to school and get proper training, and they had a wrestling show, and I would, it's been a while since I talked wrestling, and I kind of fell back in love with that and started chopping it up. They kind of scouted me from there. I got the call from WWE, had to do like a couple auditions on my own dime, and it kind of went from there, you know what I mean? But it's one of those things where this space is so weird, bro, because I just like talking wrestling, but I didn't know there was like gatekeepers and people that tokenism and black people carving out spaces if I'm not a part of this, then I can't be a part of that, like gang warfare and wrestling. So I was like, oh bro, I just like talking wrestling. Y'all can have this, man. This is just fun for me. So it was just good to be a part of something that I love and just kind of be, you know what I mean? Just having fun, bro.
So I like I said, and Jeffrey just shot. I say he follows you for the first time. I saw you for the first time on Buzz TV, and I was familiar with Buzz TV because I used to have a very big hatred for Jason Lee. Don't even know the guy, right? I'm one of them guys. Like, swear to God, you ever seen Low Down Dirty Shame? Yeah. When Jada, I don't call her Smith no more, but Jada Pinkett.
You don't get called Smith no more.
You don't get Smith no more. Yeah,
you lost your Smith privileges.
Gone. All right. So Little Pinkett, as we like to call her around here, right? Little Pinkett. Remember that? But she's like, oh, you cheated on Tanisha, so I ain't gonna mess with you no more. That'd be me, right? So I didn't like him for how he was on Love and Hip Hop. I didn't like how he treated women. So I was like, I want to fight Jason Lee, but you can't be going to fight people today because they think you bullying and all the other kind of stuff, right? And then I did come across this show, and I had a friend of mine, Champ Creed, text me. He was like, yo, it's this guy, man. You got to hear him. Like, he's very good. Y'all should get together. He's where you should be right now. And guess what? Waters is producing him. And I said, what you mean? So I go back and I look and I go, okay, great. And I'll be real with you. Let's say this is the Barbershop, where Barbershop Talk Meets Radio. I've been at this thing for 15 years. And I'm glad you came in there and said something about, I went back to school to own my craft. So a lot of people, Evan, how do you feel about that? Like, people who just get into it, grab a microphone, grab a camera, how do you think that? Because like I said, I went and got my degree in this. That's just certain things that in my mind I was taught differently than just grabbing a microphone and going. Your thoughts on the difference between doing it before and doing it after you went and seek that degree?
Man, that's a great question. And I listen. You can call me old fashioned. You can call me a hater. As soon as you don't agree with something, you a hater no matter what. You can't have no opinion no more. So let me preemptively say, you can call me a hater, but it sticks in my craw people that get ahead without knowing what the hell they're doing. Now, you can say whatever you want to say, but I have far more respect for people that have learned and educated themselves to be in a space like this, that if you call yourself a journalist, if that's what you call yourself, I respect the person more that has actually got formal training. That's just me personally. I don't put it like this. If there was a science exhibit, or like, let's say like NASA was doing a podcast, bro, I'm not going to hop up with a microphone and start talking about the National Aeronautics Space Administration. I ain't going to do it. Like, I'm going to go to school, figure out what the hell I'm talking about. But when it comes to this certain spaces, fam, I mean, listen, to each his own, brother. They're not for me. Those are the people that are not for me. No disrespect. I hold you in a much higher regard. That's all. I'll leave it at that.
Listen, those who don't know, he said NASA. That's the National Space Administration. Okay, for those who don't know what that is, that's NASA. All right, for those who let me put you in a little box. Okay. But I'm gonna say this now, because you out there now, and I see you go to other avenues, and I know you work hard at trying to get back to what you want to get back to, and you got Kick Rock's podcast. How did that come about, and starting your own on there in that way, and getting out of the bump kind of thing?
Yeah, you know what I mean. When you get let go for something, you get let go from something, and it was one of those things where I got the Spotify stuff while I was still there, and I don't know. I guess they didn't like that, even though I talked to them, hashed it out, had a meeting with them, and this ain't the E. I'll say it before and I'll say it again. This is the E within the E. These are people that kind of get to run that place. Very interesting, to say the least. WWE is too big to even know what's going on in the digital side, to be completely honest with you. So I never forget the moment where I'm like, yo, I got this opportunity, yo, you know what I mean? And it kind of goes hand in hand with what we're doing. It kind of can amplify the bump and yada, yada, yada. Okay, cool, Evan. I go to SummerSlam, do my first show, come back, they firing me. So
wow.
Yeah. So after that happened, you know, the Spotify contract runs its course, and I was pretty much done. You know what I mean? And then I kind of got an opportunity to start something new, and the Kick Rock's thing was kind of like all that stuff I just told you, kind of encompassing my feelings towards all these other podcasts and these opportunities that got left behind. So I was telling everybody to Kick Rocks, you know, rebranding it and pretty soon, you know, but for the moment that we had it, bro, like it's just me like talking wrestling, bro. It's like it's not that serious, fam. You know what I'm trying to say? It's just wrestling, brother.
You better be careful, because it's serious to me, damn it. You know they will cut your motherfucking head off if you say that shit ain't serious. You better stop. You know the wrestling fans will fucking come at you.
You know what I mean, though? It's supposed to be fun, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. And when it gets too serious, then fam, then we got a problem.
Listen, so you get that letter, right? Like being let go, but you don't give up. Okay. Then Kick Rock's podcast come, and I'm just gonna be honest here again. Mr. Billy Crutcher says, not gonna lie, Evan, when you get the let go from the bump, it was unexpected. It was, because one second I saw you there, and then you were gone. And
when I tell you I didn't do a damn thing but just to show up to work, when I tell you there's things that work at that, and I told you, not at the E, the place where I was working was called Advanced Media Group. It was like before they moved them all into the big building. It's a place where they do all the digital stuff, and nobody comes up in there, so they can do whatever the hell they want up in there. They know people don't. I remember I told you I reached out to Stephanie McMahon when I got let go. She was like, "Oh, I didn't know you got let go." You know what I mean? So like, it's one of those things. But to homeboy's point, it's like, yeah, bro, it was unexpected for me too. They fired me via Zoom, bro.
Damn. On my Zoom meetings, I'm trying to hire people, not fire people in my Zoom. Okay. For those who wonder what I'm talking about, DM me later and I'll send you the link tomorrow, 7:30 p.m. Let's get this money. But let's go. How did you get the Mone interview? Was that a previous relationship, or because you got to understand something here? She could have went anywhere else first, and you got it first. So that, like they said in the social media network movie, it's not about who everybody got a chair. It's who puts that chair out there first. And you got Mone on your shirt first and had some very good talks with her in there. How did that go, and how did you get that interview?
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Kevin Undergaro is the one that with Maria Menounos, they created AfterBuzz TV. That's who created it, and you know, and he's been a kind of close friend, you know, kind of like an older brother than me that I always kind of keep in touch with, and always wonder what he got going on. I didn't know he got linked up with Miss Mercedes. I didn't know that, you know. I just kind of talked to him about his family and his life, you know, and he reached out, was like, "Yo, Mack, you know, XYZ is going down. Like, I don't know if you know this, but this is happening. She signed this, and she made it for this much, and blah 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 blah." I go, "Oh, that's cool, man." He's like, "Yo, listen, you interview her. Like, fly your ass to LA and sit down with her and talk with her, and let's break news, but not break news. Let's just have her sit down and have a moment." He didn't tell me what to say. He let me write this whole damn thing myself. He let me sit down.
The best kind of interviews.
Told me what not. I could not ask.
What you could not say, yeah.
But I ran stuff by her though. You know, I asked her about if I can ask her about Vinnie Mac. She was like, "No," and I was like, "Okay, that's cool." Okay. You know what I mean? I asked her a few things, and she was like, no, well, we were gonna hold this and gonna hold that till the debut. I go, fine, but everything else was open, and we just cooked from there. But make no mistake, man, like cultivating that relationship with Kevin and being a positive person and a nice person and a professional is how I got that interview. Like, because let's be clear, bro. That stuff don't happen without me being a gentleman.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah, so
let's just call it really a professional.
Yeah, it doesn't because he could have went to anybody. She could have went to anybody. Everybody with bigger names, yada yada yada. But ain't nobody getting that out of her because they look at things differently. I got what I got out of Mercedes because I wasn't trying to do it for me. I was trying to humanize that woman, and that's why the interview came off like it did. It had nothing to do with what I had going on. You know, the views will be there, the clicks will be there, money will be there. It is what it is. I didn't think this was going to get me rich and famous off Mercedes Mone. I was trying to give other people something that they wanted to see.
Yeah. You know, one of the things I always say, and again, shout out to my crew that holds me down backstage. And I've done this for a while, and I'm not very hard with myself. It's about how they respect us because we don't treat them like the marks may treat them. We don't act like fans, although you can be a fan. You be honest, you be open, you be candid, and you find out what you can. Because again, like you said, I'm not trying to really, what you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want the interview, and I thank you for giving me the interview. So I thought it was a great interview. What's next for the Kick Rocks podcast? Are you going to Mania in 2 weeks?
Yeah, bro. Lord willing, you know what I mean? I said I hate to plan each day, man. As long as I wake up and I get on the damn plane, and that's my home state, so I can't miss it. Well,
that's my home. Yeah. That's my second city from home.
I gotta be there, man.
So you gotta be. If you got the Eagle green shirt on right now, just say "Fly Eagles Fly" right now. I see the green.
Bro, they already messing up my damn main event that I was supposed to have. They already messing up my flow. I gotta live a year longer to probably get rolling in the Rock. But that's neither.
Well,
y'all can't.
You know whose fault that is. You know whose fault that is. The little Kobe crybabies. We love Cody, but damn fans, y'all know y'all fucked that up.
We love Cody, but I don't love Cody more than that match. I damn near listen. My wife's sitting next to me right now. My marriage, I'd have to question my marriage if somebody said, if you can't have that match, would you divorce Heidi or get this match? I'd be like, listen, we're gonna have to talk.
Listen, my wife, I got a chance to get some tickets. Shout out to one of my fans, Anthony, who posted on Instagram, I got an extra ticket for sale. And I was like, so you just threw a number, right? And he said yes to the number. And if you're married, you can spend money how you want to. Let me get it straight, man. You can do what you want to do, but when you're married, you just go propose it to your wife.
100%.
She said, baby, if you don't buy them fucking tickets and get the tickets, we'll figure the rest out. So I got mine. I got 25 years, 21 years married. So hold on. So God willing, I see you at Mania. I know you did your time to show your way to work. So thank you for timing and tuning in to my audience that had wanted to see you. So I appreciate it. When we with the next Kick Rocks podcast going down, so I can have everybody listening to make sure you check it out and subscribe to your channel.
Fam. Wednesday, bro. Drew McIntyre Wednesday. Drew McIntyre.
Damn. Hold on. I don't even do that right. I gotta do that the right way. Damn. Drew McIntyre on Wednesday, y'all. Y'all check that out. Because right now, we all know LA Knight ain't the real megastar. I keep trying to see, even he knows he ain't the megastar, okay? We taking over. Appreciate you, Evan. Salute my brother. Listen, I got to act you the same way I introduced you, brother. Stand on your feet, everybody, okay? We kicking rocks with boots on so they don't hurt our toes, okay? This man is trying not to break the bank, but bring to you what he's supposed to bring to you. And that's good motherfucking radio, okay? Listen, y'all, stand on your feet for my man, Evan Mack. Yo, Evan, listen, man, I thank you for coming on. And while you're here, I'm just going to out my show as well, guys. Do me a favor. Do not wake up tomorrow morning and say to yourself, I love me some me and don't love God. That's crazy, y'all. We are out of here. Peace. We see y'all next week. Fingers.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Yeah. Perfect Plex Radio. We about to go live on him. Mike Knoxxx. That's with 3 X's because he's hardcore. Are y'all ready? We about to give y'all something special. You ready? Let's go!
You ready?
Let's go! At the money, now you're all what you getting in. Perfect Plex Radio, got them listening. Mike Knoxxx, from Cena to The Rock, or whatever wrestler is hot. News and interviews, this a one-stop shop. Matter of